So I'm here for a 2-night stay solo trip to Frontenac Provincial Park. And this morning before I left home, while I was eating my breakfast, I watched a video from Homemade Wanderlust, Dixie, and she was telling people about her scary bear encounter. And then she said, how about everybody post a video of our own with some scary wildlife encounters. So this just tonight, I'm here. There's nobody else around. There's no people. I haven't seen any wildlife or anything, but I've heard a few things. And I was just hearing a slap and a splash. So I think it's beavers. But then one of them kind of went squonk splash, so it sounded like a rock being thrown. So I don't know if it's like Sasquatch throwing rocks in the water. But some other wildlife encounters that I've had while out camping. About 4 years ago, I was car camping at Algonquin Park with a guy I was dating at the time, and we were just sitting watching the fire. It was just drizzling a little bit, and it was hot because it was August, and we're just kind of mesmerized by the fire. And then we hear this rustling in the bushes next to us, and then we heard a crunch. So Matt, he grabs the flashlight, which was really kind of a floodlight. It was huge. So he just shines it over to where the noise came from, and there's this fox got a mouse hanging out the side of his mouth, and he's just looking at us like, I'm trying to eat here. So then we just turned the light off and went back to watching the fire. That was funny. And then last year I came here to Frontenac just for a 1-night in and out with a friend, and I had forgotten that my trail mix was in my rain jacket pocket because it had been raining for a lot of that day, like it had been today. This fire is crackling because it's all wet. Anyway, so at nighttime when I was getting ready to go to bed and I'm putting all the food and everything in the food locker, I had wrapped up my camera in my rain jacket because it had stopped raining. And I left it on the picnic table while I went to the food locker. And then I hear this rustle, 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 thud. So then I turn on my headlamp and I look around to where the noise came from, and I see this raccoon running off with my rain jacket in his mouth. So then I chase after the raccoon, and it gets all tangled up on a tree. So he just left my rain jacket. And I'm like, what the heck does this raccoon want with my rain jacket? So then I pick it up, and there's like a bunch of trail mix in the pocket. And he had chewed a hole through the pocket before I even realized that he was making noise. And yeah, so he almost got away with my rain jacket and a bunch of trail mix. But yeah, so there's my the scariest animal stories I have. Oh, maybe one more. Years and years and years ago, again at Algonquin, friends and I are getting ready to go canoeing, and I went to the porta potty, and friends of mine, they were just unpacking the car. We were going to have lunch in the parking lot and then head out in the canoe, and I'm just coming back on the trail from the privy, and there's a cow moose and a calf, and the calf was just huge, huge, huge. And so the cow, she just kept walking away, and the calf, it stopped right in front of me, maybe 10 feet away, and just kind of put down his ears and started huffing at me, and I thought for sure I was dead, because the moose, they will charge you if they feel threatened. Not that I was doing anything threatening, it's just a young moose, and he didn't know what was going on. So then my friends way at the other side of the parking lot, they're going, look at the moose, and I'm like, yeah, it's right in front of me. And then the mama moose, she just kind of snuffled, and then the baby moose followed her off into the trail. So yeah, those moose are huge. They are so big. Yeah. So it's always fun going out into the wilderness. Look how dark it is here. It's just pitch black. No stars because it was raining. Yeah. So I've got the whole place to myself. Have a good night.